This is a partial edition of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Thursday, June the 3rd. I'm Michael Groff. Yes, we're a few hours late this morning, and that's part of the reason that we're calling this a partial discussion. More about that in just a second, but first, dry conditions, temperatures at or a little bit above average for most of the forecast period. There is just a little bit of a wrinkle to talk about, and we'll get to that, at least as best we can, in just a moment. First, yesterday in the valley, 106 degrees the afternoon high, 80 was the morning low. The normal high, 101, the normal low, 75. And outside now here at straight up noon, we've got sunny sky out there. It is 97 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point at 33, relative humidity 10%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. The upper air look across the country right now. Yes, high pressure remains the dominant feature out here across the west, centered over Nevada. And that is going to provide us with a fairly dry northeasterly flow for now. There is a very, very weak low that's dissipating to the south of us. That's brought the isolated showers and storms to the high country the last few days, and maybe another round of isolated storms today. Here's the watch warning map. We've got heat advisories and excessive heat warnings continuing for parts of the Colorado River up into southern Nevada, the valleys of California. And look up in the northwestern states, heat advisories as well in sections of Washington, Idaho, and Montana, up around Kalispell and Great Falls. Temperatures up around 90 degrees. Goodness. Here's the convective outlook. We've got a slight risk of severe storms around Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C. The marginal risk extends from Alabama, north and eastward, up to parts of upstate New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire. We've got another marginal risk over eastern Oregon, parts of Idaho, and Montana. And the precipitation outlook, this is valid through next Thursday morning from the WPC. No rain in the valley and some very light totals possible over in the eastern mountains of our state. For the most part, we look to stay dry, and we'll talk about that again as best we can. This is why it's a partial discussion as we get into modeling. Here we go. This is what we have of the GFS. It's the 12Z run. This is valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. We've got a ridge of high pressure once again centered over Nevada, up around the Great Basin, a northeasterly flow aloft today. So down at the surface, mostly sunny sky, isolated showers and thunderstorms over the higher terrain. And you might think with an east or northeasterly flow, that could steer some of those storms into the deserts. And that was our thinking the last few days, but it just looks like there's no moisture around, and there's not going to be enough dynamic support for any widespread convection. So I don't think we're going to see anything here in Phoenix or even close to us. High temperatures this afternoon, somewhere in the 104 to 107 range. Tonight, we're partly cloudy, overnight lows, 70s to near 80. Tomorrow, more of the same, mostly sunny. Highs should be in the 104 to 107 range. As we go to the weekend, not much change for Saturday. Mostly sunny sky, high temperatures 103 to 106. We have troughing developing well off the Pacific Northwest coast, and that may help to suppress the ridge just a little bit, bring temperatures down a degree or two as we go to Sunday, but the sky remains mostly sunny and conditions dry. Then we go to Monday, and things turn quite a bit more interesting here. The GFS has a pretty impressive trough there over the northwestern states and in the northeast Pacific. And around the periphery of it, it's showing a deepening short wave, a rather vigorous little potent upper low developing, moving on to the southern California coast during the day on Monday. And some difluent flow out ahead of that, bringing in some moisture across the greater southwest, and this could lead to an outbreak of showers and thunderstorms, at least widely scattered storms, over parts of Arizona. Probably only the higher terrain for now, but there is a potential of storms maybe here in the deserts, especially if that turns out to be right. And I'd love to be able to speculate more about this, but unfortunately, this is why it's only a partial discussion today, because this is all the data we've got. And I could have shown you a previous model run, but unfortunately, that is incomplete as well. So we don't have full model data coming in here. And that's not just on WeatherBell, which is the service that I pay for, my subscription service, but on any of the sites. Of course, the GFS is a model that's generated here in the United States. It's free for anyone to look at. But it's just not loading in. We only have out to 105 hours, and then previous model data is not loading in properly either. So this is all we've got for now. At this point, we're just going to keep a forecast of persistence. This is the only model run that's showing this vigorous little potent short wave moving into the southwest. So we're not going to buy into this solution just yet. We'd love to see what future model runs or even the rest of this model run has to say about it. And we will see. Now, luckily, we do have Ensemble data we can show you. So let me show you. This is rainfall for Phoenix for the next couple of weeks off of the GFS Ensemble. You've got 31 members here. About 2/3 of them do try to bring in some rain over the next 2 weeks. Look at the control member here. It's all the way up at 4/10 of an inch. Goodness. And the Ensemble mean is just over 1/10 of an inch. Needless to say, there is quite a bit of model spread here and a great degree of uncertainty going forward. And we'll try to parse this out for you. Hopefully, we'll have more model data to show you either later today. Maybe we can give you a complete video or tomorrow. All right. And as we look at temperatures off the national blend of models, afternoon highs, a couple of degrees either side of 105 pretty much every day. Overnight lows in the 70s and low 80s. And that's going to do it, unfortunately, for this partial edition of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here later today, tomorrow, whenever. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get the notice. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. You guys be safe, stay cool and hydrated out there, and have yourselves a wonderful rest of your Thursday.